And I'm not even counting, I'm just going. Hello everybody, this is Anthony Scire with Anthony Scire Fitness. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Today we're going to be doing some movements using an exertube. Now you might be wondering, what is an exertube? I have one handy right here. This is what it looks like, and it has the door attachment that you slide right over it. Now I like using the product by Spry because it comes with this door attachment, and exertubes are very inexpensive yet highly effective pieces of equipment that you can use in your exercise routine. This is what the product looks like, the package, just like this. And it comes with 5 different resistance levels. Yellow being the easiest, green, red here, which is a little more moderate, which I'm going to be performing with today, blue, then purple. So no matter what your fitness level is, you can find the right resistance with using Spry exertube products. Always remember to consult your physician before performing any new exercise routine. So let's go right over to our door. So this is the door attachment that the exertube comes with. The main thing you want to remember when you're performing any of these movements using the door attachment, you want to use it where the door closes into the door frame. Because if you use it on the other side, the door might pop open, and I've seen that happen. So I'll put it on the top of the door frame here. And as you see now, it's nice and secure. That's not going anywhere. And the great thing about using the door attachment with exertube, you can place it along anywhere in the door frame, whether you're doing a lower movement, mid movement, or something high. You can place it anywhere along the door frame. I'm going to open the door back up. So we're doing 3 movements, 2 compound movements, and 1 abdominal movement. Our first movement is our squat reverse fly. Now, a general rule when setting up for anything with doing a squat movement or a row is if you just have your arm extended out where it forms a right angle with your body, that's a pretty good guideline of where you want to place the door attachment. If it's a little high or low, that's okay. You could always adjust it or just keep it right where it is. So I'm just going to place it in the door frame. The door is shut, and there, as you see, it's not going anywhere. It's solid. So our first movement is our squat reverse fly. So I'm going to set my feet about shoulder width apart, and those 3 rules about squatting. We want to keep even weight distribution along the bottom of the feet, front, back, side to side. We want to keep our butt back, chest out, and we want to have those knees tracking between the first and second toe, or you just want those knees pointed straight ahead. So you're going to have those arms fully extended out in front from the chest. So you want to just step back a little bit so you have a little tension on the band, and you're going to come down into that squat. Keep those arms parallel. Don't let them drop. Keep that head looking straight ahead. Then you're going to come up and extend those arms straight out to the side. Keep a soft bend in the elbow. So here we're working not only our legs, but we're working our upper back, our arms, our shoulders. Nice inhale in as we come down at the start of the movement. Exhale as we come up. So you're going to perform about 10 to 15 repetitions with these exercises. But one thing I want to make a point to keep in mind with any exercise movement, it doesn't always have to be about repetitions. So you don't always have to count. You could do an exercise, you could have an exercise day where you're not counting any repetitions. Just go till you feel you can't go anymore, till the muscles are fatigued, or you can go for time. So you don't always have to count. The important thing is that you're in the moment in every movement. You're aware of how your body feels in the movement, and when you feel fatigued or you've done enough, then you can stop. Then there are some days where you can count for repetitions, higher repetitions or lower repetitions. So that was our squat reverse fly. Now we're going to turn right back around, keeping the exertube right where it is, and we're going to perform our alternate lunge chest press. So here we're working the entire body again. So we're going to step out into that lunge, and you're going to press straight out. When you come down into the lunge, you want to keep that upper body nice and tall, so you don't want to let it collapse or come forward. You always want to be nice and tall. So this is a nice, easy pace here. Now, if you want to get a little more dynamic, you can really explode into the lunge as you press. And this will get the heart rate up. So that's our second movement, is our alternate lunge with a chest press. Our third movement is our abdominal movement. We're going to do a tight rotation. We're going to keep it exactly where it is. You can adjust it a couple inches up or down at your leisure. So you could either, if you want more resistance, you could just use it double, or I'm going to just loop it through one handle and pull it through. So you're going to square yourself to the tube, feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to extend those arms out all the way from the chest. So this is a tight rotation. So for a visual, if you were to look at a clock and you had 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, that's going to be the range of the rotation with this movement here. So 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and we're going to perform it in a more brisk manner. 10 to 2. And this really gets all those abdominal muscles. Highly effective move to add to your repertoire for abdominal movements. And again, especially if you get bored of those crunches. And I'm not even counting, I'm just going. Whew! There you go, and your heart rate starts to get up a little bit too. So with those three movements, the squat reverse fly, the alternate lunge chest press, and your tight rotations, little to no rest between each exercise, you're going to get your heart rate elevated a bit. Then you rest for about 30 seconds to a minute. Perform those movements, 2 more rounds of those movements. So you perform 3 of these movements with little to no rest in between each movement. Rest for 30 seconds to a minute. Take whatever rest time you need after you perform the 3 movements. Then do 2 more rounds of these 3 movements. This is Anthony Scire in his Exertube. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, be safe, have fun, and be creative with your exercise today. We'll see everybody next month. Take care.